We are now in the second week of May. It's finally springtime. We may be looking forward to the summer. For rabbis and cantors, for synagogues, we're beginning to look forward to the high holy days. And we know that they will be very different this year from in the past. We will do our very best to make them meaningful, inspiring, and engaging. But they'll be different. And yet there are certain things that are unchanged. Our teachings, our values. We were very creative in trying to celebrate Passover in new ways this year. Zoom seders, online Haggadahs, being able to connect with family and friends far, far away often, but still we were able to create something that was meaningful. And so too, we will use that creativity to build the high holy days in important, meaningful ways. I often look to the messages of Passover to inspire us as well for Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. At Passover, we are to clean our homes of the leaven, of the regular bread, of the stuff of yeast, often thought of as ego and libido, and the stuff that puffs us up. We look into the nooks and crannies of our homes, seeking out the chametz, the leaven, to burn it away and to free ourselves for a week by eating the simple bread, the poor bread, matzah. At Rosh Hashanah, similarly, we follow a folk tradition of taking some of the crumbs of bread and throwing them away into the waters, into the lakes and streams, and taking that bread as a symbol of our failures, our sins, our imperfections, trying to clean out our inner soul, the nooks and crannies of our spirit, of the yeast, the leaven, the crumbs that so puff us up. We look back to find a simpler way of understanding things. During this challenging time that we're in, many people have started taking up hobbies like baking. They go to the stores looking for yeast or checking in with friends for a sourdough starter, baking challah or all different kinds of breads. And many of us are cooking more at home. Parents are homeschooling their children, not necessarily by choice. It's a little bit like being on Little House on the Prairie. But going back to basics is not a bad thing when we think about what matters to us. Maybe we're not going to parties or clubs or restaurants. Maybe we're not dressing in our finery or using the vanity that so often controls us. Maybe this idea of being stuck inside and at home teaches us a lesson, just as the lesson of searching out the chametz at Passover teaches us to clean out the things that accumulate, kind of the cobwebs, as well as the yeasty stuff, the leaven. So as we look to these high holy days, and we have these 4 months to prepare for them, let's take this summer to enjoy the simple gifts, the simple pleasures, and also to look into our own lives and wonder what we can cleanse out of our own egos and puffiness and self-importance and vanity. Let this whole time be a preparation for a new year of blessing, of meaning, a new year of purpose. Let this summer allow us to grow in important ways as we prepare ourselves for a new year in the fall. Shabbat Shalom.